Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to insulate around an electrical box. It's actually a really simple process, so let's get right to it. As you can see right here, I have an electrical box. And what I've done before turning on the camera is I have marked off the width of the electrical box on this 2x4. Now if you take a look, if I put the 2x4 over the electrical box, you'll see that the height is roughly the same as the 2x4, and I've made a mark with regards to the width right here. So I'm going to use this as my cutting guide for cutting the insulation to go around the electrical box. Now I have this fiberglass insulation batt right here. And basically I just want to put it just right here in front of you, in front of the wall cavity, to show you that it is the right height, and I've already cut it to be the right height for this wall cavity. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to place it beside the electrical box, and I want it to be roughly where I'm going to be, sort of where I'm going to have it in the wall cavity, with regards to the height. Okay, so this is where it's going to be height-wise in the wall cavity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger right here to mark off roughly the bottom of the electrical box on the insulation, just like that. Now that I've marked off the bottom of the electrical box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece of wood and I'm going to line it up like this on the insulation, just like that. So I've taken the piece of wood, I've lined it up on the insulation. Now, I basically have this piece of wood where the electrical box is. I'm going to use my foot to hold it down in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut with the utility blade around the piece of wood. Just like this. I'm just going to cut just like that. Then we'll make another cut like that. And then just like that. Alright? I can move the wood now. And I can remove the piece that I have cut out from the insulation. And as you can see, we have made space for the electrical box. Okay? Literally that simple. You can use any template. I just like to use a 2x4 because I always have these lying around and you can always find a 2x4 somewhere. They're very, very common. What I'm going to do now is I'm just basically going to be pulling the vapor barrier to the side, and I'm going to get the fiberglass insulation. I'm going to tuck it into the bottom of the cavity. Now, you might not have to do this, but just because of the way that the wood is, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to get it into position. We'll tuck it down at the bottom just like that. Okay, as you can see right here, the area that I've cut out goes perfectly around the electrical box. I'm going to tuck this into the top. Once again, you may not have to tuck it in, depending on the wall cavity that you're working with, just like that. And there's actually just an electrical wire right here that I have to go behind, just because of its placement in the wall cavity. Let's tuck everything in nicely. And as you can see, let's just get the vapor barrier out of there, just like that. Let's go pull it through. As you can see, we have now insulated around the electrical box. It was really, really simple, and all that I used was a little template that I made from a 2x4. Once again, to make this template, you just put the 2x4 in front of the electrical box, and then just make a mark on the width of the electrical box on the 2x4. It's literally that simple. And it's that simple. That is how to insulate around electrical boxes. I've shown you exactly how to do it in this tutorial. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.